Mediation is basically something that we do in the presence of conflict in order to reduce the conflict, to calm it, fundamentally to unravel it, and then to prevent it. So the question then becomes, where is conflict located? And we can see that it's located in each of those spaces. If you ask yourself, what happens inside of you when you are in conflict, the very first thing that happens is that you tighten up. You begin to tighten up. Your brain begins to move into fight or flight mode.
Yeah, my perceptions are constrained, right? I don't notice as much.
Well, they're constrained, and at the same time, they're amplified. You, in order to be able to do this, you have to simplify information, which means stereotyping people. And it allows you to think fast, to use Daniel Kahneman's phrase for this, which means to just respond very, very rapidly in order to get yourself out of a situation. But meanwhile, what is happening is that you are paying attention to rapid movement, but not to anything that is still. But another piece of what happens to us is that we begin to shut down our hearts, our capacity for caring, for love, for affection, for connection, for intimacy, for relationship. And it turns out that that is the very last part of us that opens up again. So if we think of whether the outcomes of conflict resolution, first, they're stopping the fighting. That's pretty simple. Second, it is settling the issues. But that also can be done relatively simply. Third is resolving the underlying emotional issues that gave rise to the conflict and will continue to generate new conflicts until it's resolved. That's much more difficult. Fourth is what you could think of as a kind of spiritual level, which is what we call forgiveness, but what actually consists of letting go of the memory of what happened to you, or transforming it, shifting it in a different direction. And the very last thing that we do in conflict is to open our hearts again to the people who have hurt us.
So we're new to YouTube and we would love your feedback. Please comment, subscribe, follow, tell all your friends, and let us know what you think.